Deputy Speaker, this week is National Volunteers Week. And last week I met with some 8 individuals and organisations in my electorate of Fisher on the Sunshine Coast, who are among nearly 100,000 volunteers across Australia, benefiting from $10 million in Australian government grants. I visited 4 of those organisations to thank the volunteers for their work and to talk to them about these grants. These volunteer grants are a great example of the Turnbull government investing in small community organisations which help many of our most vulnerable citizens. The energy, expertise and time our volunteers give to our community support those most in need, and they represent what Australian communities are all about, that is, giving our fellow Australians a helping hand. I'm glad to see that our local organisations will have the support to continue their valuable work. The local organisations in Fisher receiving grants were the Landsborough Primary P&C Association, who received $3,200 for training of their volunteers, and Caloundra Drug Service and Support Group, who received $4,800. Guides Queensland and Maleny received a total of $2,100 for the transport costs of volunteers with a disability. Maleny District and Sport and Recreational Club received $5,000 for landscaping and gardening, while Maleny Neighbourhood Centre received $1,600 for computer and kitchen equipment. Landsborough Area Community Association received $4,182 for computer equipment and fuel costs, while Maleny District Men's Shed were given $4,926 for first aid equipment and tools. St Vincent de Paul Society received separate grants in Caloundra, Maleny and Landsborough, totalling $6,500 for fuel costs for their volunteers. Madam Deputy Speaker, I recently met with Sue Hawes at the Caloundra Family Drug Service and Support Group. Sue's organisation aims to reduce the adverse impacts of drug use for the community and the individual by offering telephone crisis support and local family support meetings. I met with Tony Powell, Maureen Ponton and Peter Ryan of St Vinny's in Caloundra, and I think we're all familiar with the great work that they do in that organisation. I also met with Chelsea Large, Robin Webster, a young Estelle Thompson at Maleny Girl Guides, and with Greg Williams and the volunteers at the Maleny District Sport and Recreation Club. Madam Deputy Speaker, volunteers are the backbone of every community. It's volunteers that embody our community spirit, who give opportunity to our children in sports, who preserve our heritage and our culture, and who help those who are most in need. I want to take this opportunity, Madam Deputy Speaker, to thank all of the volunteers in Fisher for the great work that they do.